Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. If anybody is not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. And we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some rumours concerning Gary Gensler. We're also going to be looking at a huge $280 million loss reported for FINRA and what the potential implications are for that. We're also going to be doing updates for Tesla and NNDM, so stay tuned for that. So let's start by having a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Market Watch is a positive headline. July the 2nd, 2023, it states here, recession cancelled, ? US stock market pretty frothy after the S&P 500's strongest first half since 2019. So we have had a great bounce in the market, and long may that continue. So let's now move on to look at the news for Tesla. So July the 2nd, 2023, there has been some positive results and news with regard to production and delivery. So let's have a look at the latest information, and we can see here Tesla vehicle production and deliveries and date for financial results for the second quarter 2023. So we can see here in the second quarter, Tesla produced approximately 480,000 vehicles and delivered 466,000 vehicles. So this is very good news, and we can see here in terms of the breakdown what happens. They have beaten the estimates of 445,000 units and they produced 479,700 units. So that is absolutely outstanding news. Second quarter numbers represent an 83% increase in deliveries compared to the 254,700 reported in the same period a year earlier. So 10% growth in deliveries sequentially compared to the 422,875 in the first quarter of 2023. So let's just have a quick look at deliveries in the first quarter of the year for Tesla from 2013 all the way to 2023. And what we can see here, in each year there has been an increase, and we have not moved backwards so far in terms of the deliveries, but the increase from 2022 to 2023 is very exceptional, especially in today's market. So let's have a look at the news and rumours with regard to Gary Gensler, and there's a headline here, SEC sources confirm Gary Gensler resignation. So please be aware that this is not official news, and as it states in the headline, for now this is still a rumour, but it is a stunning revelation, and apparently there has been an anonymous official from the SEC who reported that he has submitted his resignation following an internal investigation. So this news has sent shockwaves through the financial industry. I am expecting for some developments concerning this, and one thing that from my point of view I see in this rumour and news is that certainly if it wasn't true, it should have been denied by now, and it hasn't as of yet. So let's have a look at the further insight into this. The anonymous SEC official spoke on the condition of anonymity in terms of the sensitive nature of the matter. So he said there was an internal investigation into alleged misconduct. Now that doesn't surprise me. Details of the investigation are obviously confidential, and the decision to step down underscores the seriousness of the findings. So if you remember, we did look at Gary in the previous video where we looked at where Gary was saying the problem is Congress. So that was a bold statement from Gary, so maybe Congress were not happy with that as well. So it states here, Gary Gensler took the helm of the SEC in April 2021. He promised to strengthen the market oversight and protect investors, and I can say he has failed miserably in that. So his tenure was marked by a robust approach to regulation, allegedly, particularly in the area of cryptocurrencies and digital assets. So another anonymous insider stated the resignation of Gary in the wake of the internal investigation is concerning. It also calls into question the effectiveness of the SEC. So as far as I'm concerned, if they do not announce reasons why
Gary has resigned, then SEC does come under the Freedom of Information Act, and if there are allegations of misconduct, the general public need to know, especially with regard to what Gary has been up to. So Gary, he will be, I do expect to get a lot more FOIA requests with regard to your activities if these allegations are proven to be true. So another source here is saying, familiar with what has happened, he said the SEC has a crucial role in maintaining financial integrity of the markets. When the head of such an institution faces allegations enough to prompt resignation, it raises a serious concern about the regulatory framework and the enforcement of rules. So retail investors kind of knew that, and it is now basically looking like there is possibly some substance to this rumor, and if there wasn't, it would have been denied by now. Let's now have a look at the financial news with regards to FINRA. So the headline here, FINRA posts a $218 million net loss for 2022. However, the CEO pay has jumped 11.5%. So we're talking about Mr. Cook there. So if we dig into the details here, they have generated a net loss of $218.1 million. And this is a reversal from a net profit of $218 million in 2021. So they are saying this was driven primarily by 166.9 million loss in its $2 billion investment portfolio, hampered by the decrease in the number of public offerings, lower trading fees, and also higher cost of technology, expenditure, and wage increases. So they are spending more. The person who has benefited from this huge decline and this huge loss for FINRA is Mr. Cook and other senior executives. So the reward for them leading to this decline in the asset value of FINRA has been an increase in their executive pay. So Mr. Cook is now on $3.6 million, and that's an 11.5% increase, up from 3.3 according to the report. So in other information also shared is his pay has included a $1 million salary, $2.1 million in incentive compensation. So that incentive compensation has increased. So I wonder what the incentive was for, because it certainly looks like a financial failure for FINRA. So was it compensation for failure? Plus $511,000 in other compensation and $115,700 in benefits. So I'm not sure what that includes, but he has got in excess of $15,700 in benefits. On track to earn $3.25 million per year, 2022. And obviously probably going to get a lot more in the current 2023. So congratulations, Mr. Cook, for being handsomely rewarded in your job, which is obviously as the head of FINRA. So there are other executives. Dechani was second high paid executive, 1.79 million. He's got an increase bigger than Cook, so I'm not sure if Cook is happy with that. So Dechani has gone up 18.5%. He's now on $1.5 million. Stephen Randich is now on $1.72 million. Robert Colby, $1.4 million. Greg Rupert, head of the supervision, has $1.25 million. So they spent $870 million on compensation benefits, and the head count, which means they've taken on more staff, that's gone up by 6.5%. And overall, in terms of levy, it's levied $54.5 million in fines, including $6.4 million of disgorgement. And this is the interesting part. How did they spend them, these funds? So they spent the funds primarily towards enforcement and investor education efforts. So what I would like to do is find out how much this investor education efforts, how much money was paid to Georgetown and how much money was paid to Mr. Angel. The next stock I'd like to look at is ticker symbol NNDM, also known as Nano Dimensions. So before we look at the latest news and the chart, let's have a look at the company profile. So Nano Dimensions' vision is to transform its existing electronics and mechanical manufacturing for industry for environmentally friendly and economically efficient precision additive electronics and manufacturing by delivering solutions that convert digital designs to electronic or mechanical devices on demand, anytime and anywhere. So it's certainly a forward-looking
company. It is AI driven, and we can see it's driven by the application of deep learning based AI to drive improvements in manufacturing capabilities by using self-learning and self-improving systems, along with the management of a distributed manufacturing network via the cloud. So they currently serve over 2,000 customers among vertical target markets such as aerospace, defense, advanced automotive, high-tech, industrial, specialty, medical technology, R&D, academia, and much more. So they have a portfolio of products, and they offer rapid prototyping, high mix, low volume production, amongst other things. So let's move on quickly to have a look at the chart. So this is the 5-day chart, and we can see over the previous 5 days it is up in excess of 31%. So 5 days ago it was trading around about $2.20, and close of play on the Friday it's now closed at $2.89. So a great return for everybody there in Nano Dimensions, and close of play on the Friday it was up 4.71% as well. So let's have a look at the news. So first headline here from Benziga: what has been driving the news is Nano Dimensions stock shoots higher after Q1 earnings. So let's have a quick look at the numbers. And here we can see Nano Dimension announces record Q1 2023 results, revenue of $14.97 million and 43% year-on-year growth. So exceptional results there, certainly for Nano Dimensions. So if we break down the financial results, where the revenue of 14.97 million is up 43%. Earning per share 0.9 was significantly higher than the loss of 0.13. So I expect a positive bounce on that as well, which we are seeing. The increase is attributed to increase in sales of the company's product line. So great earnings here. In terms of the gross profit jumped 68.5% to $7 million. Operating loss in the quarter under review totaled 31.2 million. So the company is not yet making a profit, but it is certainly going in the right direction. Net income for Q1 was 22.22 million compared to a net loss of 33.09 million. So it's looking very positive for the future there for Nano Dimension. Finally, if you'd like to get a copy of our weekly watch list, this is a quick review of previous week's weekly watch list. We called that tick symbol CCL, and that was doing exceptionally well. I think it also reached all-time yearly high, and that was up 25.7% on the week. So congratulations to everybody who got in on that. We also called that APLD. That was up 12% Monday and Friday, and also closed up 6% on the week. MEDS we also called out. That was up 40% on Monday. So great opportunity there to take profit. And then there was a sell-off, and it closed down 29% on the week. So not all calls are successful. We also called out KIT, up 18.2% on the week after Monday's dip, and EGLE, that was also up 6% on the week after Monday's dip. PBR we also called, that was down 3.5% on the week. ZNTL, that was up 7.5% Tuesday to Wednesday before a sell-off, closing down 2.5% on the week. PIK we also called out, that was up 17% Monday, 15% Monday to Tuesday. Then there was a sell-off, it closed down 26.7% on the week. So many of these stocks do go up fast and come down fast. So certainly a great idea to take profits, as not all calls are successful for the full week. And thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.